Well, welcome to Amundson Family Podcast, number 18, on April 18th.
That's right, April 18th.
But in factuality, it's going to be coming up on the 19th.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't work out.
So, just back up a day and it'll all work. So, how are you feeling today? So, if you collapse during the show, then we'll know that what you're feeling.
Yeah. We better get this over with before I lose my voice. But something is going on. I don't know maybe it's Oklahoma allergies, but
It is spring.
it is spring.
And a lot of people are feeling colds.
Oh, yeah. My voice is weird, and I have this like fuzzy feeling in my chest.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not worse than just a cold.
I've had a cold for the last week. In fact, because of that, we are not having a regular Amundson Family live stream. We, in lieu of that, we put on an old Amundson Family show.
Oh, really?
Now,
Okay.
it's not one that you were involved in. It was one that we did when we went back to Canada for a month
Right.
to pack up. And so it was in the dark living room. So I hope any of you that are watching it right now will excuse the video on there. But it was lots of fun anyways. So it was this time of year that we drove back to Canada 2 years ago.
Yeah.
To pack up our things and move to Oklahoma.
Wait, so you guys have been here a year now or two?
2. Can you believe it?
2 years? That means I've been here almost 3.
That means you've been here almost 3.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Time flies by so fast. Well, also we talk about the pace being quick here.
Yeah.
It just makes time fly by so fast.
That's true. Everybody's busy.
Busy. And it's kind of neat to see the videos from even 2 years ago, especially Nate. Because I think he was about here when we moved here, and now he's here.
And his voice, well, Ira's too. I was listening to like our old CDs, and Ira's voice is so high pitched, and Nate's too. Everybody's.
Are you all enjoying Nate singing more? I sure am. You missed a song that Nate and I did a part of today.
Oh yeah.
We sang a little bit of Dooley.
Dooley.
Yeah, that one.
That's a good one.
Because he got the mandolin part
Yeah.
just down right.
Nice.
And so we did a little ad for today's Amundson Family music show, and he played Dooley, and we sang it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's a good one.
That's awesome. I like that song.
Yeah, good memories of that song. When Dustin Davidson would come to our house and jam, he'd always want to sing that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Really, that song introduced bluegrass to all kinds of people because it was on the Andy Griffith Show.
It was?
Yeah. So,
That's cool.
The band, a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. The Darlings on the
Yeah.
Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
That was the Dillards bluegrass band.
They're the same people?
Yeah. And
Really?
they sang Dooley and There Is a Time. And, they had other hits too, but Dooley was their big one.
Did they sing like the theme song to the Andy Griffith song? Like,
Oh, no, that was whistling.
yeah, however it goes, I forget.
I can't whistle, so I could help you.
Like that?
That's it.
Okay, I remembered it.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember? This started out years and years ago in the little living room of our log cabin. Every Sunday night, we would sit and watch as a family Andy Griffith, Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
What other things did we watch?
Later on, as we got a little older, we'd watch Murdoch Mysteries.
Murdoch
Before
Mysteries.
it kind of turned a little
Weird.
worldly.
Yeah. And then it turned into just movie night.
Yeah.
So-
We always had a Sunday like special. Like I know when we lived in North Battleford, we'd have a like pop and juice and
Yeah, we'd
Clink them
we'd
together.
mix orange juice and pop, and then we'd have a toast, and
Yeah.
we would give a toast to the family of some sort.
Yeah.
So one of us would say, "Here's to whatever."
Ira for his big accomplishment or something.
Yeah,
And we'd have snacks and popcorn. Popcorn was the big one.
popcorn was the big thing.
Yeah. We still do that.
We still
We
have
don't-
our Sunday.
We haven't had toasts
evening.
in years, but we'll still have popcorn and we'll cut up like fruit and fruit mostly, and we'll have chips and whatever else.
The other thing that we've grown to love ever since Brent and Leanne
Oh yeah.
came to our house with fresh caught salmon and smoked salmon was we get crackers with cream cheese
Yeah.
and salmon and a little bit of jelly pepper on top.
Yes, the jelly pepper is important.
Yeah. I got to find some of that.
So good.
If anyone knows where to get good jelly pepper, let us know in the comments.
It's delicious.
Yes. And so, yeah, so that's what we'd have. And now we're big on having chips.
Chips and,
Sunday night.
Yeah, and like crackers and whatever else, like just snacky foods.
And it's just, Sundays are a great time to spend as a family.
They are.
And so, I mean, what can go wrong there, right?
Yeah, I know actually a lot of families, or a few families, who do like Sunday night movie nights. So, forget who it all was, but
Yeah, I know who you mean.
or other people.
And there are others.
Yeah.
Sunday, we've always tried to set it aside as a special day because it is the Lord's Day.
Right.
And a lot of people, of course, have Sunday evening services at their church. And sometimes as a family, we'll go play at places like that on Sunday evenings. But generally, we just spend that time together, just hanging out.
It's a time to relax, gather our energy before Monday morning back at work and school.
Yeah.
It was nice.
But anyways, I remember that started a long time ago in our home.
I don't remember a time we didn't do it.
Yeah.
I must have been pretty young.
Right. So yes, back to that. It was 2 years ago. We went back to Saskatchewan. You guys, the rest of the family stayed in Pact, and I had to come again early to help with the farm work and the haying. Oh, do you know the thing that I came back to help with first was they were having a cattle sale.
Oh.
And today we were getting ready for another online cattle sale at Updike Simmentals.
Really?
Seek it out if you're looking for open or bred heifers, bulls that you need for your herd. You will get some mighty fine stock from Updike Simmentals. So we had to set up little pens for tomorrow when the photographer comes.
Right.
We got to run them through one by one and get the bull to pose just right, and she'll take videos.
Oh.
So that's what's happening tomorrow.
So you're getting like a professional photographer.
Yeah, like I think she's flying in from somewhere.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, they have to know what the right pose is.
Right.
Right? So it's not like you just take a photo or a video of a cow walking by.
Yeah.
You have to get the right
Not with
shot.
your iPhone.
So that's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
So that's spring.
Every spring we do this?
No, it's been a couple years since
Every
we've.
second. Okay.
Well, it just
Maybe.
depends on.
Yeah.
We are sure hoping that we get rain this summer.
Yeah. It's a little dry out, isn't it?
So I don't know why I got on that subject. It's spring, so we had good rains this spring, but now we're needing rain again and continue to get rain. Oh, that's why I'm telling you this, because I came back to help with haying.
Right.
Last summer was no good because we didn't get much rain.
I remember
So
that.
pray for rain for the farmers and ranchers in your area. And it's springtime.
Yeah, well, and I feel like in Park Valley back in Canada, it was always the opposite. It felt like we had, well, especially when the snow's melting, because, you're having feet and feet of snow melting. And I remember it just being muddy and gross and wet, like all spring. Like it was just mud. Bobcats would get stuck. I got stuck in Jonathan's driveway the other day, and like everything is just sticky.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different than here where things just get dry.
Well, Grandpa and I were just talking today about it wasn't so many days ago we were having a hard time getting around here because it was so wet.
That is true. We did have a flash flood.
But now it's already dry. So
I don't know if I told this, but there's there's a couple main intersections that go between like the main part of town and the hospital and where our ambulance space is, and two of those big intersections dip super low.
Yeah.
And I remember we went on like one call and we were at this guy's house for probably like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. And by the time we came out, it was raining the whole time we were in there. But by the time we came out, there was snow. There was water. There was a flash flood within that time. And like small cars that were driving through this intersection, there was water almost halfway up these cars. And because at first the day started out sunny, and I got alert. What?
So I'm laughing because you're having a hard time talking.
I am. It's not funny. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought. These small cars would go through the intersection and they would get stuck. So
in the water?
In the water, because the water's within 30 minutes, it rose however high a car is, almost halfway up that car. And so within 5 minutes, we had to get the big fire trucks and fire engines out there to pull them out, because these little cars were like, oh, yeah, I can make it through that water. No, they can't. So.
Talking about, we talked about differences between Saskatchewan and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Now, one thing is we don't have droughts very often. Like we usually get enough rain.
Yeah.
For the most part. And we have a lot of standing water, a lot of lakes, a lot of sloughs.
For sure.
In Saskatchewan. And here, it gets drier, and they don't really have a lot of standing water, except for, Lake Eufaula and a few ponds.
Well, even those will go down a lot.
Yeah, but they have a lot of creeks and rivers here. Did you notice that?
Well, yeah, there's the Arkansas River.
Well, there's the Arkansas,
Illinois?
There's the Elk, there's the Illinois, the Little Elk, and there just seems to be more running water
than standing.
Like we had in Saskatchewan. I don't know. That was just a thought.
You know what? A thing here, like totally off topic, but a thing that we do here that I've never heard of back home, I don't think, was because there's these, rivers that run. People around here will buy tubes, and they will get in these tubes and go down the water, right? They'll just float. Rowing required. You just float down the river, and we did that.
We did that on the Illinois River last summer a few times.
It's fun because you just relax, and it just flows you down. And so there's a place by Tahlequah actually where you can rent tubes. It's pretty fun.
We need to do that again. I couldn't believe. I don't know how many subjects we've changed already in 10 minutes.
We're going off tangents.
We're in the middle of the USA.
Yeah.
There's no mountains, nothing. But that Illinois River is so cold.
Was that the one that you and Ira almost died on?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to tell that story?
Sure.
So we're not talking about like that little creek by Grandpa's land that was like slowly would run past your feet, right? No, we're talking about like hard running water. Like you couldn't stand it. You can't really stand in it, right? Without it.
Some places, yeah.
Without it whooshing you away. So, and you can't really control the way your tube is going either. And there are rapids, so you just gotta like hang on tight, I guess. It's dangerous now that I think about it. But anyway, so there was a part where there was a tree that had fallen into the river on top of the water, and it was kind of adjacent to just the top of the water. And I'm not sure, did the water just flow you guys that way? Because Mom and we saw it up ahead, and we're like, because you can sort of steer your tube like a little bit with your hands, and so we saw the tree up ahead, and we like moved around it, right? But you and Ira were in a tube together, right? So you guys didn't see it in time, and your tube went towards the stream so quickly that it knocked your tubes over, and you guys fell out of your tubes and got swept underneath. Is that right?
It sucked me under the water.
Sucked you under the water.
If that tree hadn't have been there that I grabbed, I'd have been gone.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that's why it's so dangerous. Or if you would have been caught on a branch, it would have held you under.
Oh yeah.
And you wouldn't have been able to get up. And you lost your shoes. Like Ira lost all his stuff.
I lost my sunglasses.
You lost your sunglasses, the shoes. A mile down the river, we found Dad's shoes floating.
Yeah. For a brief second or two, I was actually scared.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I'd be too.
But boy, it was fun.
Do you want to tell the other story about that day?
Oh, okay. So, oh yeah, we're not supposed to laugh on here. So we had two vehicles.
Right.
Because jump in if I'm making a fool of myself.
Yeah, no,
I'm saying. Okay, so we drive to the start or to where we will end at the river where we would get out.
Yeah, so we put a vehicle at the start and we put a vehicle at the end.
Right, and so we drove to where we would get out. And so Sonora leaves her vehicle where we are going to get out of the water.
At the end.
At the end.
The final destination.
Okay, so we drive to the start. We all get in our rafts, in our donuts or whatever it is, and we float I don't know how many miles. It took us an hour?
Yeah, an hour.
Hour and a half, whatever.
Yeah.
Quite a ways. And then when we get to the spot where we get out...
I think we realized halfway down the river.
You realized that you had left the keys...
At the starting point. Which meant we had a vehicle at the end, but we did not have the keys.
So here we were at some campgrounds without a way to get back. It was like 35, 40 degrees.
Oh, it was hot. We didn't have water.
So we were not about to walk back about 7 miles.
Yeah, it would have been a lot.
Back to the Suburban to get your keys. And so here we weren't sure what to do. And so we sat on a bench to pray. And Mom said, well, while you guys are praying, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. And so she found a spot. And we're not sure where Mom is at this point. It takes a little while for her to, anyways, we don't know where she is.
Left us.
And then this like hippie van drives by it's painted up with flowers and all that.
Oh boy.
And we're saying, oh, here's somebody, maybe we could flag them down. And here in the passenger seat is Mom just waving.
And do you remember what the bus said on the big letters?
What did it say?
Something like whatever campground we were at, campground shuttle or something. And we're like, seriously?
Yeah.
It couldn't get better than this. A shuttle that literally is meant to take you from point A to point B. And we're like,
imagine that.
You could not think of a better outcome.
So ends up that he officially wasn't open for business yet.
Right.
He hadn't got all his licenses and all that. But he was nice enough to take us back to our Suburban. In fact, he loved it. He just thought, this is it. I'm in business and I haven't even started yet.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was exciting because we were like, wow, best outcome.
Yeah.
We're thinking, well, we can either I guess one of us walks back and gets the vehicles. B, we're going to have to like phone Grandma and Grandpa to come get us, pick us up and drive us. Or like C, I don't even know if we had a plan C, but we were kind of lost.
Yeah.
We did not know what to do.
You missed out on kayaking and canoeing Easter weekend when we were in Missouri camping. So I think we're going to have to go back there. Because we canoed on the Current River.
Really?
Yeah. And it was fun. And again, I dumped my...
Really?
A friend of ours, Deneen, and I were in a canoe. And again, we got by this tree that was over the water. I guess I have trouble with trees going over the water.
PTSD.
And it somehow just sunk us right down and filled the whole canoe up. And I had my work boots on.
Oh, no.
I did not want to get wet. So here I am. Mom said I looked like a possum because I was hanging from the tree with my arms and my legs, just thinking I could maybe climb onto the tree without getting wet. But there was no way. I finally had to drop into the water.
The canoe?
Well, we had it, we were holding it at the same time.
I see, okay.
And so we had to drop down into the water, pull it out of the water to dump it out, and then get going again.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Canoes and kayaks are so fun. When we were at Pine Lode, the young people had a really fun time. A really fun time on the lake because we had one big canoe and then a bunch of kayaks. But there were some kayaks that were slow and some were fast. Some were just like lighter and not so heavy. And we would all like get in a kayak or a canoe, and we had like 12 people in a canoe? Maybe not that many, but we had a lot in a canoe at one time, and we'd take them to the deepest part or the deeper part of the river. And we would get out and we'd swim, but then we'd be hanging off the edge, and one would turn over, and then we'd sink them, and we'd try to hold them underwater or whatever, and just hanging on. And then I think a bunch of the boys got into the canoe, and they're big and strong, they can row really fast. And then they pulled us girls in the kayak behind them, so they pulled us around the river. It was a fun time. But yeah, and we went in the pitch dark too, so you couldn't see anything.
I remember that, yeah.
But fun times on the water.
How many subjects have we changed? Anyways, I think you have a verse.
I do, yeah. My voice will hide out. I think I'm losing my voice.
You want me to read?
I got it. Titus 2, verse 11 to 12. For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. So it teaches us to say no to ungodliness, worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. Isn't that so cool? Because it's so, like, I feel like it's getting harder and harder because the world is trying to push their behavior and their new, like, wokeness on everybody nowadays. Like, it just, I don't know. I wasn't around, 40 years ago, but
No,
I feel like it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah, that just simplifies it, doesn't it?
Yeah. What does it say? For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people.
All people.
All people, so we don't have to worry about the worldly.
He has it under control.
Thing, yeah.
But yeah, whenever we complicate our walk with the Lord so much, where if we would just pay attention to those verses, well, wonderful.
Yeah, it's a good verse.
So Ira is going to come and sing. He's not here yet, so I guess we'll tack that on to the end. He's going to sing a song called Walk Slow because it is spring, and we should take the time to smell the flowers.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, we've succeeded in talking about nothing for 20 minutes.
Did we even have a main topic? I don't think so.
At some point, we'll figure out how to do this whole podcast thing. But in the meantime, it's been fun.
We'd have it down packed, but apparently not.
I think we're kind of going like that, but that's all right. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Walk slow, count the butterflies that pass. Walk slow, there are daisies in the grass. Life is fast and we're forever on the go. Take the time to take it in. Walk slow, walk slow. Let us show the world a smile. Walk slow, just as if you were a child. Enjoy all the blessings God has shown. He will walk along with you. Walk slow, walk slow. As you travel down life's way, walk slow. As you live it day by day, pay attention as you go. Walk slow. Walk slow through the sunshine and the rain. Walk slow, you won't pass this way again. Appreciate and let the ages roll. Savor all you've come to know. Walk slow, walk slow. As you travel down life's way, walk slow. As you live it day by day, pay attention as you go. Walk slow.
Take your time.